Good morning, my peas. Hello, hello, hello. Well, it is Saturday morning. The weekend is here. Hello, everyone. Let me get to the chat so I can see who all's here. Oh, Brandy, Sally, Andrea, Kathy Hand, Deirdre. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here this morning on the weekend. Let's get our weekenders in here, those that are working during the week. Kathy, I'm so glad you're here with us this morning. And let's call out to Suzanne and see if she can come in. Tammy Fisk. Hello, Charlie Coons. Annie Seven. All right, let's get started, shall we? Hand on the heart and slow down the breath. Bring it in deeply into your lungs and exhale. Breathe in again. Fill your lungs completely up. Put a smile on your face because spirit magnifies incredible loving energy. And then release that energy out to the world. Send some love out there. And this next breath, bring somebody into your heart. Who are you going to give a big old heart hug to? I'm just going to put my arms out and grab all of you and bring you into my heart center. And just say thank you. I love you so much for being here, for being in my life, for being on this planet to share your light of love. Good morning, Catherine Kovacs. Oh, good morning, Don Baker. Yes, grateful for another day. Absolutely. It's Sherry's birthday today. Is this true? I don't have the birthday song. We need Leo. He needs to share that birthday song so we can play it out for people. Bricky, good morning. It is her birthday. Well, Sherry Graham, happy birthday to you. I can't sing it like Leo does, but happy. And I'll make sure that I get that recording from him so that we can play the birthday song when it's somebody's birthday. Good morning, Suzanne. There you are. We called you in here. Good morning, Leo. We have a birthday. And I don't have the birthday song, but we'll correct that, won't we? I'm sure. Good morning, Auntie Jean. Jim, hello. Oh, look at all you beautiful people coming in on this Saturday morning, and probably a very cold Saturday morning. I know there's a cold front that's moving in again. Deirdre says, Thump gets my heart hugged today. He laid next to me all night, helping to calm my shivers down. He's my furry hero. Oh, thank you, Thump, for doing that. Animals are so healing. You heard me loud and clear when we called you in, Suzanne. I'm so glad. And Leo says, where'd it go? The birthday song is getting mastered by a professional, and he'll have it by next week. Awesome. I'm so glad. Let's see, who else we got? Sally says, that was fun to hear the birthday song. Well, we're going to have it where we can play it when it's somebody's birthday. I'm so excited about that. So what else is going on? It's the weekend. It's supposed to snow. I don't know if we'll get any here where I'm at, but I know my brother is not looking forward to snow again. And cold. It's going to be extremely cold. According to the weathermen and the predictors, it's going to be very cold tomorrow. So I will be leaving here in the morning, but I'm going not very far away. It's like half an hour away. I'll be watching another set of fur babies that are new to me, and I'll only be there a few days before I come back to here, my home away from home at Bob and Noel's. Oh, you finally get 2 days off, Suzanne. I'm glad to hear that. And are any of you getting that weather already? Are you snowed in? Are you seeing snow flurries? About 3 o'clock this morning, the computer told me that it was going to snow, but I didn't see any, and I don't see any evidence of any snow. Oh my gosh, Brandy, give yourself that heart hug first and then bring that love to others. Absolutely. I had a real blessing and a miracle this morning. And before I tell you, cheers to everybody. So I was standing at the kitchen sink making coffee. I was getting the water ready and I saw a movement. So I look out and I saw a deer, and it was down by the roadway, not right where I was at the window. And I thought, oh, how awesome, I get to see a deer. Well, I don't know what you call them when there's a whole bunch of them, but there was a whole pack of deer. I don't even know how many there were. And they came right by the window. I turned my video on and I was able to capture them for Bob and Noel to send to them. But that was a real treat. They were absolutely beautiful. And that's the second day in a row that I have seen deer. When Billy and Gary and I were out driving yesterday, I saw the one up ahead on the side of the road, and I slowed down, and sure enough, it came across the road right in front of me, and I had slowed down enough that I didn't hit it or it didn't hit me, and we were able to see all that beauty. Annie, Tuesday you'll get ice and rain and possibly snow. Oh, in Louisiana. I know, that is unbelievable. Hi, Brookie and Dylan and Max. And Sally says, Monday, 6 degrees, 0 at night with -5 feels like temp. And Tuesday is pretty much the same. That is too cold. Yeah. And Kathy's expecting heavy snow tomorrow. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Suzanne's getting snow tomorrow. Good morning, Kathleen. Thank you for being with us this morning. And it's raining in Canada, Don says, and then we are warned of a polar vortex where the temperature plunges again. Yeah, that's what we're expecting here in the southeast or in the east part of the United States. And Sally, you have another foot of snow coming in the next few days, and she's crying, Uncle. I don't blame you. I would too. Morning, Erica. Oh, Erica, I hope you're feeling better. I know you've been hit back to back with different things going on physically, so let's pray for you to get better. That's right. Tell her, Deirdre, that is self-love. All right, so the message from the angels last night was a little long, but very powerful. So if you want story time, I can most certainly do story time. Let's just see what your preference is. And today is a day of working on finalizing things. So I'm going to try to get, it's a 9. A 1 and an 8 is a 9. So today's the day of finality. I'm going to try to get that little book totally ready, just waiting for one piece, and then get it ready to send to the publisher. I know, Kathleen, tell me about it. It's very weird to have these kind of temperatures down south, and to think about it snowing in Florida is just unbelievable. Suzanne, Jessa turned 7 and Jacob 5, both beginning of February. Oh my gosh, they're growing up. All right, Andrea's asking for story time. I'm getting a Kuan Yin card ready because yesterday I almost forgot Kuan Yin, but the angels nudged me and said, nope, you have to read that message, and I did. Auntie Jean, we make her glad to live in the desert. Yeah, you kind of got a little advantage over us, don't you? It's a lot more heat than we have. All right, story time. Let me take another sip of coffee for this one. It is called Unlimiting God. Unlimiting God. The quote is from Yogananda. I relax and cast aside all mental burdens, allowing God to express through me his perfect love, peace, and wisdom. As I was seeking an update on the state of the Lake Shrine Temple in Pacific Palisades, California, I came across some familiar writing from one of my favorite teacher, Paramahansa Yogananda. I have visited the Lake Shrine several times now, and it's one of the most serene places in America. I was happy to learn that, as of now, all structures inside the area are intact, including the Gandhi World Peace Memorial, which contains ashes of Mahatma Gandhi. Sitting in the wall-less temple has brought many beautiful visions during meditation, as I have sat there for hours enjoying the peace and serenity. I became aware of this amazing teacher in the late 1980s, and he has been an immense impact on my life. I have called on him too a lot lately, as the lesson of patience has been huge for myself and many people that I counsel. His words, after you have sown in the soil of cosmic consciousness your vibratory prayer seed, do not pluck it out frequently to see whether or not it has germinated. Give the divine forces a chance to work uninterruptedly. This is my go-to, as I remember to not limit the divine in bringing forth the miracles. Dear angels, many times in life I have become impatient and wondered why God was hesitating in answering my prayers. I knew in my heart that what I was asking for was for the best and highest good for myself and for others. In my forgetfulness of what my teacher had so eloquently shared, I became worried that I wasn't being heard. I was trying to micromanage God. Thank you, angels, for reminding me that things are brought to fruition in divine timing, not in Teri timing. Dear ones, your minds are often like cluttered rooms, filled with worries, plans, regrets, and endless to-do lists. To cast these aside isn't to ignore life's realities, but to place them in the hands of the divine. Imagine each worry or burden as a stone you place at the feet of God. With each stone removed, you make room for light, for clarity, for the gentle whisper of divine guidance. This act of surrender is not one of defeat, but of liberation. It's acknowledging that you are not meant to carry all this weight alone. When you clear your mind and heart of burdens, you create space for God to work through you. This isn't about passivity, but active participation in the divine plan. By allowing God's love, peace, and wisdom to flow through you, you then become conduits of His grace. You might find yourself speaking words of kindness where there once was criticism, acting with patience where there once was haste, or offering wisdom where there was confusion. In a world that often feels like it's spinning out of control, peace becomes a precious commodity. By allowing God's peace to reside within, you become anchors of calm in turbulent seas. This peace isn't about the absence of noise or conflict, but about an inner stillness that can weather any storm. It's a peace that informs your actions, steadies your nerves, and reassures your heart. The angel whisper, God's perfect love. Let me start that over. God's love is perfect. It doesn't judge, doesn't keep score, doesn't demand. When you let this love express through you, your interactions transform. You see the world with eyes of compassion. You forgive more easily, and you love more deeply. This love heals both yourself and those around you, creating ripples of positivity in your everyday lives. Today, I promise to stop trying to hurry God, but to practice patience as I await the miracles. And there's an affirmation from Yogananda that I'm going to put in the comments, and just copy it. The affirmation, well, let me put it in there, and that way you all can say it along with me. There we go. So this is the affirmation for today. Let's hold that in our heart. I know that God's power is limitless, and as I am made in his image, I too have the strength to overcome all obstacles. Let's claim that today. Let's claim that affirmation in our hearts and know that we have strength, whatever the struggle, whatever the challenge, 0-degree weather, okay, we can handle it because we know how to do that. So whatever your struggle is, your obstacle that's thrown out there, know that you have the strength to overcome it because it's not you doing it, right? We don't micromanage God. We don't say, all right, God, warm up the climate, warm up the earth that we're living on. We accept, align, and allow that energy to come through for us. So I hope you enjoyed the message from the angels called Unlimiting God. And I'd love, if you loved it, share it. Share it with somebody that could use that message of hope in their own lives. All right, so let me see the comments and see if anybody new came in. Okay, I don't see any comments about the message from the angels, so I'm going to read Kuan Yin's message. Your path is before you now. Even if you sometimes lack confidence to trust in the path that you are upon, know this: you cannot miss your destiny. I shall guide your feet and inspire your heart to keep you true to your rightful divine life path. Trust me, trust yourself, and take your journey now. She knows what to say, doesn't she? Because we are on a path. And when we bring in the element of trust in everything that's going on, all obstacles that are across the road, then we know that we have no problem transversing those and lifting them up. Whatever the obstacle is, we're able to lift it out of our way. Oh, thank you, Sherry. I did. I so loved that message. And just the thought of Yogananda being so present with me last night was heartwarming to me. And I slept like a baby after I brought that message through. Sally, exactly where you are. Yeah, that trust factor and knowing that we don't have to be in charge of anything that is in our path. We don't have to do it. Let's lose the we as far as individuality, but bring it through with us working alongside of God for those miracles to show up for us. We keep coming back to trust. Absolutely. That trust factor, guys, when you can just every day make an affirmation like the one I shared with you. I'm going to read it again because I love this affirmation. I know that God's power is limitless, and as I am made in his image, I too have the strength to overcome all obstacles. And when we can claim that as our superpower, then we don't need any heroes coming in to rescue us. We're shown that we are our own superheroes. Thank you, Suzanne. You'll say that mantra throughout the day. Awesome. Yeah, sometimes we just need to know some words to speak out loud or to read or help them come to our remembrance. And Yogananda has given quite a few of these affirmations, so I'll be sharing those with you as we go through these angel messages. Brandy says, I miss Mount Charleston. Okay, hang on, I missed something here. Your Nana lived there, loved Lake Mead, Valley of Fire is beautiful, and Red Rock used to have no houses. I love the West. So, yeah, thank you for bringing that up. Annie, I'm very thankful my landlord came and put insulation around the home for the freezing temps. I am too. Happy about that. So we got to keep you and little Grayson warm. Ricky says, that's wonderful, Teri. Yay for good sleep. Thank you for the lovely message. The ladies in my family have been such worrywarts. I know it's kept them from enjoying life like they could have. It does. It really keeps us from the miracles. And if we just keep bringing it up and rubbing that worry stone, then that's where we're going to stay. We'll stay in that state of worry. All right, we have time to do some messages. So book 1 or book 2, and yes, I think I still have book 3 open. I do. So let me close that out. And that out, and that out. And I have book 3 that we can read if you want to pick a page from there. So, who wants to pick a page? How about the birthday girl? Sherry, what page would you like to hear read from either book 1 or book 2 or book 3? All right, Sally says, I'm learning about vibrational healing to help heal myself. I have to vibrate higher than the something actions within to help balance me out. I received the first part of this message, then Tony received the rest of it last night. Funny how that works. It does work that way. I love it. Oh, Catherine, there's not 387 pages, honey. The new book is going to be probably a little less pages than book 1 or 2. So let's go to the birthday girl, page 18 in book 3. So let me go find that page. Let me see where I'm at. Page 18. Okay. What will matter most at the end of your journey? Not the possessions you have accumulated, but the relationships you've nurtured, the laughter shared around the dinner table, the countless ways you show up for one another. These are the treasures that transcend time. Make those memories, you guys. That's what this message is saying. Make the memories. That's what will last. Not how much wealth you've accumulated, how many things that you brought in to your home or that you've got, the houses, the cars. It's not about that. It's being together and loving on each other. So thank you, Sherry, our birthday girl, for choosing that page and that message. You know, I made some beautiful memories with my family yesterday. Billy and Gary came down and paid me a visit, and we took pictures of us and laughed together and sat and ate together, and just such a beautiful day. So that's a huge message for us all, to make the memories, take the time with each other to share love, because love is the only thing that lasts forever, the only thing. So the more we can pull that into our heart while we're walking on the earth, then what a beautiful journey it will be. And Kathy says, Bob is always worried. I do my best to tell him that we will be well cared for by our angels and God. Money is his biggest worry. Drives me bananas. Well, go into your heart and send love into that worry, Love will drive out the worry and the anxiety. If you replace it with love, then all else will just find its rightful place. Auntie Jean says, I heard someone say that we are a small bite of God. We have God's strength. I wish I had God's patience and non-judgment. So glad I see these qualities in my peas. All right, so stop wishing for it and claim it and say that mantra every day, that affirmation. Suzanne's been looking at the planet alignment. Yesterday I was able to see Mars and Jupiter. We'll keep looking for the rest of the planets. In 1 week, they're all going to be in alignment. And I can't wait. I think that's going to be amazing. Okay, so Sally asked for book 1, page 12. So let me open this tiny book of angel messages to page 12. There are legions of angels at your beck and call. Wherever there is a need, we are there. We will not force ourselves on you, however. We are always listening to your heart, which is where your soul is. At any time, you can call out to us for guidance or ask for us in your prayers to God. This is a very important message because you hear the way they worded that. We don't pray to the angels. And I want that to be very clear. And I'm doing teachings about the angels right now each month. We pray to God. We send our prayers, our honor, our respect, our desires up to God. The angels are messengers. They're helpers that come to us on God's command. And as they see what we need and hear our energy and hear our calls, so it's very important to recognize their place in divinity and recognize that when we do lift up a prayer, we're lifting it directly to the Creator. I have coffee burps. I don't know exactly how many pages are going to be in the new book, Catherine, but in my Word document, which will go into the book, there are, I think it's between page 5 to page 95 is the actual, contains the messages, and then everything else is the fluff. So let's see who's next. Page 18 in book 3. I'd read that for you, Sherry. Thank you. And Erica wants page 33 in the new book. So let's go there to page 33. Revel in the good times and the happy days. You never know when that is what will help you survive those valleys of life. Keep bringing the love in your heart to the surface so it can act as a buffer when you need it. Well, it's just what we were talking about. When you cultivate that love and you focus on having good times together and sharing love together, that's what gets you through those valleys, those times that you just think you can't make it through. Just pull on a memory, pull on a hug that somebody gave you. I do that a lot. When I look at your name, I remember an actual hug, physical hug that I received from you. And it just keeps me going, especially if I'm driving down the highway and I've got a long stretch ahead of me. I think of all the love that you all have shown me through these years. And it helps tremendously to just buffer anything. Kathy says, I know that Bob is already excited about the planets. He was outside last night with his stargazing tool on his phone. Yes, I'm using that as well, Kathy. Let's see, I lost your message. I lost it. Where did it go? Okay, so it went off my screen and I can't find it now. But yeah, I've been using my stargazing app as well that tells me where the planets are. All right, so let's see where we're up to. I just did Erica's. Page 19, book 2. Let's go there for our Brandy girl. We applaud all who make love your priority. You are a living example of what can happen when the intention is made to put aside chaos and negativity and focus only on uplifting the frequency. Enjoy every precious moment together. They're really giving us a message here. There's a theme through all of these messages. Do you hear that? The message of enjoying each other, being blessed by each other's presence, and just loving, just holding and loving each other. Okay, so where are we? Yeah, we're going to go into prayer time pretty soon. So let me pick a couple of others to read if there are any more. Suzanne's been looking at the planet alignments. I read that one. You're able to see Mars. I know Mars really sticks out, doesn't it? That beautiful red planet. Charlie, book 1, page 19. Let's see what the message is for Charles. And are you home yet? I know it's getting close if you're not already out of that rehab, but we're just going to see you out of there and being out and about. When you step away from the energy of the crowd and stand in your divine authority, you are creating a wave of love going forward into the collective conscious. Be a strong tidal wave and connect in with like-minded souls to be a force for love in the world. I love that. Stepping away, hitting that pause button. Don't take on any of the negativity that's happening, because we can find a lot of negativity right now in the world. But is that what you're looking for? Is that what you're calling to you? Call to you that which is of the divine, which is love. And love will counterbalance the negativity. So, all right. Kathy, you wanted page 64 in this same book, and that'll be the last one that I go to. And let's go into our prayer time. And if you have anything you want to bring to our attention for us to pray for, please do that now. And don't let me forget, I have a request from our Joanne. She sent it to me this morning. All right, page 64 says, your willingness to see the evidence of miracles is what creates the perfect opportunity for them to unfold. What some consider a miracle, others see as normal happenings. It's all perspective and context. So I see miracles every day. I see things that happen that I know are not a normal happening, that are just there for me to have confirmation usually. And then sometimes I see the miracle where the angels have kept me safe, like when the semi ran me off the road a couple of days ago on my journey here. And I know that it was them that kept me safe, that had a safe place for me to move over to when that happened. Even though I had to go off the roadway, it was all divine that I had some place to move over to. All right, so any prayer requests? We're going to lift Bob up. I see your message there, Kathy, about that. And just praying that everything will work out there for Marlena, and that Bob will calm his energy down of worry and go into trust. Hi, Julie Kiss. Thank you for being here. All right. Oh, Kathy, that is sweet. Yes, all the hugs that I've received, especially yours, Kathy, you have good hugs. It does warm the heart, and it keeps me lifted up. All right, so any other prayer requests? Marietta, we had 10 boat folks here for a party last night. It's great to connect and share and celebrate our divine guidance and protection for our travels on the water. Oh, Marietta, that sounds wonderful. I know what it's like to sit outside with you at Heart Harbor and just visit and love and have that camaraderie with others who are doing the same thing you are, going out and exploring and adventuring out into the water. So much love to you. I know you're gearing up for another big, long trip out on the water with your fur babies. So praying for that to come to fruition with no problems at all. And Deirdre's offering our daily prayer. Before she does that, I had a message from Joanne this morning. So let me go to that so we can lift her up and her family. She has her nephew's wife, Brittany Cook. And Auntie Jean, would you please put Brittany in the grid? She just had a baby December 6th, and she's still in the hospital. She has had a lot of trouble since the childbirth, and there's a lot going on. So we just please need to lift her up for physical healing and, of course, emotional healing if she's separated from that newborn baby. So let's lift up Brittany Cook and Joanne to calm down her energy as she's concerned, of course, about this family member. All right, so our daily prayer from Deirdre, prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, support for all families living with addiction, prayers for Erica, and prayers for our country in the USA. Thank you for that. And just a reminder, if you have been touched by addiction in any form, whether that's a family member, a friend, a loved one, we have a new group. It's a Facebook group called Guiding Grace, and we are going to be holding discussions in that group. And you're very welcome to come in. It's a private group, so whatever you discuss in there is going to stay in there, and it's not broadcast out anywhere else on the internet or any live meeting that will go beyond that group. And I will be holding some meetings and doing some guidance in there myself. My life has been very touched by addiction of loved ones and family members. So I'm excited about this group. And we have several of you that are helping out to be moderators and admins. And I appreciate everyone who has helped in bringing this together. And here is Sally's prayer. Prayers for the lost, the lonely, the forgotten, the unloved, the homeless, for those living in fear of another. Prayers for our Creator to strengthen our lives and compassion for those around us. Thank you. Thank you, Sally, for that beautiful prayer. And let's see if there's any more. The Luna hugs. I love Luna hugs. And thank you, Deirdre. Prayers for Joanne and her family, and for Brittany Cook for full divine healing and reunite her with that sweet baby. Thank you, Auntie Jean, for doing that. All right. Any other prayers? I'd like to offer up prayers for my sister Billy's dog, that was her son's dog. And he's having a very difficult time with Brian being gone, and just can't settle down his energy. So if we could all come together and lift up this beautiful dog and just allow the energy to settle for him, I would really appreciate that. Thank you, Suzanne. Special prayers for anyone dealing with eye issues. We've had a lot of that, and I don't know what that metaphor is, but I'm sure there is one for so many having the eye issues. All right, let's go into our hearts with this time we have left, lifting up those who are struggling physically, those who maybe have a heart tug right now, a tender spot for those who have gone on, their loved ones who are now in spirit. And this energy that's coming in from the planets that are just in movement right now and shifting and lining up for us. Let's just see that being one of beauty and grace and not something that we're going to experience turbulence from. So let's welcome it in. And it does make a difference. Our mindset when we go into an event makes a huge difference in how we welcome that energy into us. So right now, just breathe into your heart and let's lift all of our prayer requests as we go up, up, up to a higher plane, up to where we can bring all of those requests and leave them right at the great central sun, right at the foot of the Creator, asking all of divine to look on these requests. We don't need to hold on to them. We don't need to tell God how to answer them. All we do is just bring them forward with love, and we leave them there with love, knowing that it's not our hand that will change anything. It's always in divine timing. It's always within the divine plan for each person. When we lift up somebody, we're asking for their best and highest good. So as we have spoken some requests and we remember our long prayer list, we bring all of that together and leave it. We walk away. Just see yourself now taking steps away from where you dropped that request, leaving it behind. Don't even turn around to look back at it. Just know that it is safe in God's hands, and bring that trust and that knowingness into your heart that everything is working perfectly. We don't have to micromanage it. We just trust and watch for the evidence of the miracle to show up, because it will. It will show up in some form. And if we're constantly looking backward, looking into that rearview mirror, we're not going to see what's before us. Let's go into gratitude. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Divine Mother. Thank you to our loved ones in spirit for constantly reminding us that love never dies. It's always there in some form, because when spirit goes into its spirit body out of the human body, it just shifts and changes. It doesn't die, it doesn't go away. So you can call on that loved one at any time for a heart hug, for a moment of laughter with a memory. Let's remember each other right now. This beautiful family, our earth angels. And let's just hold each other, remembering what that hug feels like, holding that in our heart, and holding love as the one thing we can always count on, the one thing that will be with us for eternity. So hold that light, hold that love, and say out loud, if you can, thank you. I love you. So let's hear from our Leo. Let's get some music flowing in this place, and we can get on with our beautiful weekend. Sit by the fire if you have one. Be warm.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to
Love energy to her.
because today is the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go. Come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day.
Thank you, Kathleen, for being here.
One of peace for peace, on a mission for harmony. need you and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. Create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone.
Thank you, Andrea. And Sally and Tony. So much love. That's right, Kathy. I love that. Love never gives up. It remains with us for eternity. Birthday girl, I hope it's an amazing day for you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday and take all of our love with you today. Brandy, you covered it all. I love that. Thank you, Deirdre. Jim, there you are. Thank you. I love you. I don't know if you're in Vermont or Pennsylvania, but you're going to be cold either way, so sending some warm thoughts your way. Suzanne, I'm so glad you were with us today. We miss you during the week. Thank you, Leo. Don't forget our AAA dance. Thank you, Auntie Jean. And Brookie Brooke. Hey, Max. You go up, up, up. Or simply accept, align, allow. That's the AAA dance. That's right, Marietta. We do spread that love everywhere we go. And we rise up, up, up together. Full of joy. Our Heart Lady certainly does spread lots of joy. Yes, and Brandy, we're going to be doing that accept, align, allow at the end of every peace walk. We've done one peace walk already this year. Do one each month. Wherever I'm at, there's going to be a peace walk. Oops, here we go. I almost missed it. Well, it wouldn't let me put your woo up there, Deirdre, but I love you. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. Have an amazing weekend. And I'll see you back here tomorrow afternoon for the afternoon cuppa. And in the meantime, just reach out to somebody. Share a moment of love. Share a memory together. And yes, Kathy, I am so happy that you and Suzanne have that kind of love for each other and you lift each other and you're making beautiful memories together. All right. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste, y'all. Bye for now.